Do you sometimes feel that you're never really getting anywhere? It's like everything's the same every single day. Same stuff, different day. The days turn into weeks very quickly. They turn into months, and the months turn into years. And then you look back and go, where did I come? What did I get achieved that I was trying to achieve? What's this all about? Well, that's okay. A lot of us fall into this place at some point in our life. So stick with me, because this week I want to show you how to think differently and do things in a way to set you up for a more fulfilling future. Hi, this is Grant Herbert, VUCA Leadership and Sustainable Performance Coach. And today I want to continue our conversation around all things personal leadership by helping you to set clear intentions. Intentions are those reasons for doing things. It's our purpose. It's why we get up every single day and be who we need to be, to do the things we need to do, to have the results that we want to have. Unfortunately, because of life experiences, what we've made them mean, and all the things that we've already talked about when we dealt with identity and in our emotional intelligence, we can sometimes forget those things. We can just fall into the trap of being in that rut. I had it described to me once that a rut was a grave with both ends dug out, which is a little bit gruesome to be thinking about, but at the end of the day, we start our life and we finish our life at some point. And it's what we do and achieve within the middle that's going to determine whether or not we feel like we've made a difference. So what a lot of us do is spend more time planning what we're going to do for our holidays or a weekend away than we do on our actual life. Those of us who are in business will spend lots of time and effort putting together a plan for our business, for our practice, for our career. But I'm talking about making a shift here from being scattered, seat of the pants mentality, just getting up every day and seeing what's in the inbox and what's ahead of us and reacting to crisis after crisis or what's going on, to being more intentional and planned and knowing exactly where we're going and why. So to do this, I want to introduce you to the 3 elements of my intention framework. And then over the coming weeks, we'll go deeper on each of those and incrementally learn not just why and what, but how to do things differently so that when you get up of a morning, you know exactly why you're doing what you're doing in that day, and not why at a surface level, but at a higher level. And then in those times when things are a little bit tough, when things aren't going as you were hoping that they would go, because we're human and that's what happens as we navigate this thing called life, you're able to keep your eyes on the prize. You're able to see where even those things fit into the plan of you fulfilling your purpose while you're on this planet. Okay, so let me today give you these 3 areas that I believe we need to have clarity on so that we can set ourselves up to go where we want to go. You know, it's been said, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail, which really is an oxymoron when you look at it, because we're planning to fail, so we've actually planned. But anyway, it's a great thing that was said many, many years ago, and it's got a lot of truth in it. But I want to go a little bit deeper than something that we can just put on a meme. I want to make sure that today I push some of your buttons. I inspire in you the desire to go back to those things that you have forgotten. You know, I talked about life happens, and those experiences and what you made them mean has had an effect on your ability to dream, to keep those things out in front of you that you once wanted, to be congruent with the reasons that you gave yourself for getting involved in those things in the first place. So as we go through this, what I need you to do is put your big voice hat on, not your mini-me. If you haven't had an understanding around that, go back to those episodes that I've done over the previous weeks around your identity, around your intelligence. And for those of you who have, you'll see how that really is the foundation for what it is that we're talking about today. All right, let's roll up our sleeves and get started. So the first element that we need within this framework are values. What are your values? It's a great question. Probably one that you've been asked at some point in your life. And most people, when I ask them that question, they find it difficult to answer it because it's not something that they've focused on. They may have thought about it at one point, but now it's not in the day-to-day. It's not front of mind, so they have to think about it. The other challenge with values is that for a lot of us, we have been working against those values subconsciously, not even knowing it, and therefore they have slipped out of mind again. So it's been said that where you invest your time and your money can tell you what you value. And although I don't believe that to be totally true, there is some evidence in that, in what I've seen in my own life and the other lives that I get to work in around the world. So if I look at my own situation in my corporate career, my number one value is my integrity. My number one value externally is my family. So with that being my value, I set off on my corporate career and progressed and did the things that I did so that I could give my family the lifestyle that I wanted them to have. However, unfortunately, and this is the experience I have with most people I talk to, it was at the detriment of what I truly valued. What I meant was I didn't get to spend much time with my family because I was off being the corporate executive and doing what I needed to do. So I thought, and this is where it can become incongruent with who you really are, and you can start getting disillusioned and disenfranchised and disappointed. So what do you value? What do you really value? What is it that is most important to you? Is it family? Is it friends? Is it your health? Only you can answer that question. So that's the first area, getting clarity around your values. The second area to get clarity around is your vision. Your vision is what you have in front of you. It's what you can clearly see, even though it's not there yet. Through your mind's eye, you can visualize where it is that you are going. You have a clear understanding of what you want to achieve and when. And it's a bigger picture view of what you want to be ahead of you in your life. I'm not talking about a vision statement here, like in an organization, which is full of great marketing words that emotionally touches others. What I'm talking about here is having a vision that you can articulate so it touches you. So whenever things come your way, you can clearly and quickly know whether or not they're a right fit for you. Are they a part of your vision? The third area then is your mission. What is it that you are setting out to achieve whilst you're here on this earth? What's your higher purpose for being? Once again, as we talked about with vision, it's not about a mission statement of why you exist that is going to be all about external things. It's why do you believe you're here? Why do you believe that you get up every day to do what it is that you do? When you have a clarity around your mission, you can then have a look at what it is that you're doing and realize whether or not you are actually on mission or whether you are just doing everybody else's mission. So there you have 3 elements of the framework that I use to help people to set their intention, to make sure that they put together a plan for their life that is based on what's most important. And then they're able to, once they know their values, once they know their vision, and they have a clear understanding of their mission, they have something that they can do a check through, that they can filter everything that they do through, so that they make sure that they're investing energy in what they really want to do. Well, that's it from me for this week. Join me again next week as we continue this conversation around intention by having a look at your values. I'll see you then.